Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm of course your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video we'll be playing in the M-Vi-Yoh. This is a tier 10 American auto-loading heavy tank, a vehicle that I actually think is still one of the strongest tier 10s in the game, and that's down to the fact of its two incredibly deadly guns. If we make our way over to the upgrades on this tank, you have a 120mm gun option or a 105mm gun option. Now the 105 has a lot more DPM. It's sitting at 528 more. It's actually over 3000 DPM. It's accurate, it's got more penetration, but the 2-shot gun on this vehicle gets out the same damage as the 3-shot in a matter of 1.71 seconds, which is absolutely ludicrous when you think about it. So, in today's video, I'm going to be trying out the 2-shot with reticle calibration. I've tried out the 3-shot before, seen how it works, and I really want to test out the 2-shot because I already know the 2-shot is one of the most busted guns in tier 10, down to the fact that it's basically a 183, just with armor and hit points, you know, all the good stuff. So now let's see how the 183 can do with a consumable that basically gives it infinite accuracy for at least one clip. So what do we have on the enemy team? We have an E100, FE215B, then we got a 4005, a Jagdpanzer. I mean, they got a decent lineup. Nothing that really scares me because I can outtrade every tank on the enemy team apart from the 4005, but I mean, that's just what this tank can do. So let's make our way somewhat towards the front line. The great thing about the double shotgun is that even though, you know, the Yoh is mainly a haul-down tank, you can kind of drive it on flat ground down to the fact that I can out-trade everybody that pokes me. And you can see the gun's actually not that bad on aiming time or anything. So there's one shell into the Tune 5B, there's two. That's 900 hit points. I mean, is there anything else I need to say? That literally is 900 hit points. We just shrugged right off of that poor guy. And now we're going to back up. Now it looks like the E100 is actually kind of blocking his teammates, which is fine with me, because we just need the reload here. And in a couple more seconds, 3, 2, 1, there's one shell and two shells. There you go. That's 825 hit points I just took off of the enemy. Unfortunately, my M103 just evaporated, which is not good news, judging that it's just me, 4005, and the E5 over here now. And the E5 is... yeah, he's getting pooped on, I'm going to be real, so I got to be careful already. I'm going to start heading over this way, so let's see, we do have the 100, nice shell finishing him off. Let's go for a shell into the mouse, and at this situation, sure, 2 and 5B hashes me, that's fine. Honestly, I just want to get over here. Ooh, yeah, you can see why I want to get over here already. Probably going to be hashed again, another 555 roll. Man, this guy is absolutely smacking me, but you know what? I don't think he's going to smack me much longer if he tries. Let's get one into the standard. Let's get two. Unfortunately, I actually did get cleared. I mean, I don't have any support for my team, which kind of sucks. I'm hoping that my Progetto finishes off the 2 and 5B, which he does, but he's not doing great. Oh boy. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a victory from our team. I'm actually pretty surprised we won this. I'm gonna be real. I was kind of expecting a defeat, but this was a pretty good game to showcase, honestly, the amazing strengths and weaknesses of the M-Vi-Yoh. We were able to deal over 3,100 damage, and that's great. The only disadvantage we had this game was that our team really fell apart, and this tank actually does not have bad DPM with the 2-shot. A lot of people are always like, it doesn't have the most DPM. It actually has around 2,500, which is pretty decent, I would say. The only problem this battle was down to the fact that my M103 got ammo racked, which basically meant I had no support next to me, and yeah, when that happened, I was next in line. The 2 and 5B was able to take advantage of my weak side armor, so yeah, that's one of the only disadvantages of the Yoh, is that it does fall apart fairly quickly if you don't have much support, but I would guess every tank would do that, right? I mean, if I was in a mouse, I'd probably fall apart there too. So we were just a little bit too slow on flexing out of that position. But that's why we've got another game to do it again. So we got the M-Vi-Yoh on the enemy team. We also got the 268. Let's aim in a shell. Let's even put on my reticle cali. There's one shell into the 268. We also might be able to... nah. I did not think that one was going to hit the 57 heavy, but that's all good. Unfortunately, our E100 has decided to go into the worst spot on the map, already bleeding, 1,500 health, and my IS-4 has already bled 1,000 health. I don't know why people like to go into base C so much. It really is like the worst position in this game. But let's go for a pen once into the Jagdpanzer and twice. There you go. That's a big old chunkaroonie off the Jag. Unfortunately, my E100 is a goner because, as I said, that is the worst spot in the game. I really don't know why people go there. Now what's going to happen is the rest of our team's going to push down there, and the rest of their team's going to push down there, and our team's probably just going to lose this. So let me try and get some shells into the Yoh. There's 1 and 2. I mean, that's a pretty big chunk of HP I took off the Yoh. I still don't know what's going on here. I'm going to be real. There goes the rest of my team driving into the dip. I'm still sitting up here. I'm enjoying this. There goes our IS-4's HP. Oh boy. I'm going to shoot at that 268, honestly. I think that guy is the one with all the HP I want to shoot at. So there's one shell into the 268. Let me go for a shell onto the Yag's hatch. That was actually a pretty nice shell. And we're up to 3,100 damage dealt, which is good. But as I said, people just love YOLOing into the dip and throwing away their tanks when they don't need to. So what we're going to do is we're going to push up this way. That way, hopefully I'm not detected by the 268. We still do have the Yag off to the side. I'm not sure if that 268's there. He is, and wow, is that a big slap. Oh boy. But good news is that we can get one shell into the 57 and... Oh, okay. Don't you love the 57 heavy, ladies and gents? I don't. I hate that thing's turret so much. The fact that we just bounced the flat side of it is actually one of the saddest things I've ever seen. So for this moment here, I'm just going to drive up because I know this 268 wants to shoot my teammate. So if I just drive over here and I distract him, let's put on our reticle Cali just to make sure we connect these 2 shots. And now my Yag, who I did save, was able to connect his shells, and there you go. This game was very painful. I don't know why people like going into this dip. Take this as advice. Do not ever drive into that position there. You're basically killing yourself when you do that. But the good news is that because it's a 183, this guy's basically oblivious. So there's 1 shell and 2. There you have it. This is the M-Vi-Yoh, a vehicle that is literally capable of carrying the tides on the battlefield. Now, what we did in this game we probably could have done, if not better, with the 3-shot, down to the fact of us just using raw DPM, but it still stands the fact that the 2-shot, in my opinion, is absolutely broken in tier 10. That was 5,200 damage, and we just bing, 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 boom, boom, and that's it. That's all you gotta do in the 2-shot. It is a pretty busted gun. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more like it, do consider smashing that subscribe button down below. When it comes to grinding this tank, I do believe that it is one of the best tier 10s to grind, and I do believe that both gun options on this vehicle are incredibly powerful. Try them out for yourself, but hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more like it, I'll be here. Bye-bye.